Hello everybody, what's up? CaptainTurbo here, and welcome back to Let's Play DuckTales. And today we are doing arguably the most infamous piece of music in the NES library. We are doing the Moon for DuckTales, and I can see why people love this soundtrack. Just for this one song alone. Unfortunately, I'm already ruining it by having the invisibility, but fuck it, you'll hear it again in a moment. By the way, this is going to be about 14 minutes, I'm gonna let the music play for a second, actually, here. It's such a good track. I don't know how the hell this was hidden in a DuckTales game. By the way, I'm standing on a fucking... I'm standing on the spike! Could you imagine Mega Man trying to do that? Oh, by the way, this is a hidden treasure. I don't know if all the levels contain one of those. But I definitely do know the Moon does. I found it on my first playthrough, and I figured, you know what, fuck it out. I'm gonna... It's an LP, why not show it off? The Moon, however, has a tendency for me to get lost, and I actually do get lost here. That's why it takes me a good chunk of this part to find my way through. To be honest, the Moon is arguably the biggest maze-like level in the game, though, so you can't really blame me for that. You have to find a couple things. Webby here needs you to find a key, and then you gotta find a certain part to a machine or something. I can't remember. We'll find that in a few minutes. And then obviously you gotta find your way to the boss. So you do actually have quite a bit to do in this. I'm also showing off like things here, like all the offbeat and stuff, so I can get all the gems, all that shit. I don't think, even though we're in space, I don't think there's like a anti-gravity gimmick to the game. Like I don't think Scrooge jumps any higher or anything like that. If he does, I haven't noticed it anyway. Again, I have no idea if any of these enemies were ever in an episode of the show. I remember from the intro to DuckTales, there was like a part where Scrooge was swimming through space to pick up dollars with the scientists in a spaceship nearby. But that was in the intro, and I don't know if they ever actually went to space. If they did, maybe some of these enemies were there. You know, definitely gonna have to one day actually try and watch the entire series. Alright, we're back at the beginning of the level, by the way. That's how you get those two chests, if you were wondering. You can probably use a glitch like I used to get past the stone golem in level 1 to get up there. But, yeah, definitely... by the way, I'm coming here too early, even though I don't realize that yet. Fuck these two enemies, by the way. I don't think I've ever gotten through that part without getting hit. Yeah, I came here way too early. Yeah, oh, the duck's name's Gizmo. So yeah, I need to find Gizmo's control, but before that, I need to find the fucking key, I believe. Unfortunately, I don't get them yet. Oh, and by the way, first death. And yeah, that was a legitimate death, so I thought, you know, I'm not editing around, I'm not save stating, low stating, and all that. That was a legit death, so I'm happy enough to do that in. Just to show I'm not godly at the game like you all assume I am. Because I know you all think I'm absolutely perfect at video games. Man, it does have the decent, it does have the, goodness of restarting the... I couldn't think of the word to use there, sorry. It does have the side effect, I guess, of restarting the music, which is good. You know, I like listening to this track. Being called one of the best tracks in the NES library, and yeah, I can see why. This is definitely up there for me with, like, Wily from Mega Man 2. Oh, by the way, we've got the key finally. Yeah, I pretty much, I just said here, I'm not gonna lie, I got lost during this part for the LP. for the LP recording. I just completely forgot where to go. You know, sue me, I've been playing this game for about 3 weeks. At the end of the day, I haven't been playing this game for years or anything like that. Oh, by the way, I don't think I mentioned it yet, but I believe as long as you keep momentum and don't, like, get on the edge of anything, I believe Scrooge's pogo attack can be used continuously forever. You know, occasionally you'll probably find something that'll break the momentum, but as long as you don't find that, I don't think there's any, like, limit on it. So, you know, it's a really powerful attack at the end of the day. You know, it's nice, but I have to admit, it took some time getting used to the actual way the pogo attack works. Basically, you got to press down and B when you're attacking a enemy from the air. As I say, it definitely took me a little bit of time to get used to it. You know, I think it would probably have been better if it had just been assigned to like the B button instead of B and down. But as I say, I can see why they did it that way now. But yeah, definitely took a bit of time getting used to. I have also played both Rescue Rangers 2 and DuckTales 2. I just haven't really wanted to play through to the end yet. I'll probably do them at one point or ever. By the way, second death. That was very stupid of me. But I have no intention of doing those anytime soon. In fact, I have very little plans for anything at the moment. You know, recording's actually going to be... recording LPs now is going to be even more difficult just due to real life stuff at the moment. So I'm basically just going to be doing these whenever I can. Like I said, the next one I'm really going to sit down and attempt to finish is the Final Fantasy game I'm doing. I already spoiled the fact it's Final Fantasy. I haven't spoiled the fact of which one it's going to be. I'm going to keep shit on that until the actual video goes up. So that's basically just going to be a once in a while when I can get a chance to record. But thankfully, because I'm only doing like one video per week now, it shouldn't be too much. You know, with this and Ghostbusters, I have enough footage to last me till like mid-November, and you know it's only the middle of July at the moment. And by the way, bless me bagpipes! Now Gizmo Duck can blast that wall. Yeah, I think I left a phone call there, and I had a big chunk of footage to edit out, so that's why the music suddenly changed. So that wall that Huey was standing on earlier, we can now go and blast open. And sadly, the voice actor for Scrooge McDuck passed away recently. I can't remember the guy's name, I apologize for that. The guy, I believe, was in his 90s, something like 94, something like around that. Fantastic voice actor. Actually came back and did the voice of Scrooge during the remake of this game a couple of years ago, the HD remake. It was really nice to get to hear him again. But yeah, sad to see him go. Nothing up there, by the way. I was just checking to see if there was any health or anything like that, but there is some health over here. Also, I haven't really talked about it. There is a time limit in these levels. Thankfully, though, you have more than enough time to beat the levels, no problem. As I said, for me, it's mainly bottomless pits that are an enemy, and I don't know where that guy spawned from. Alright, we got the giant rat here. Here's a trick, just stay where I am right now, and you can never get hit. Unfortunately, the rat has a tendency to not come to wherever it is you are, so I get bored here and attempt to do it a different way, and then do it this way, and then end up doing pretty well with it actually. But that I was doing a moment ago will work. You have no problem with that. I'm very lucky I didn't get hit there actually. So, and that is the final enemy beaten, or at least that of the levels, and we get some green cheese, which for some fucking reason is worth all that much money. You know, you can just go to the store and buy green cheese. I mean, I wouldn't buy it. It looks fucking disgusting, but I actually got quite a bit of money from that level alone. Well over 2 million. And yeah, there's the Louis clone still. Or maybe his clothes were in the wash and had no other option. Aha, if you want to get back the treasures, come to Dracula Duck Mana. I'm trying to do... Was magically spell I don't know if that's a decent Romanian accent, or I was going for Jamaican there, to be honest. Pretty much you just have to do the Transylvania level again, and you just gotta basically do it as if you were playing it normally. Go for the right mirror again, in that hidden room that I showed you. It would have been nice if they maybe had put the exit somewhere else. There are other ways you can get to the exit, but this is the fastest and most efficient route. It's actually the other one I know. I apologize if you definitely like this, guys. As I said, hay fever, it fucking sucks. I'm just so glad we've gotten over the worst of the hay fever season. Now I just can't get to fucking sleep because of the heat. I'm so fucking glad when the summer's over with. Anyway, we have Dracula here. I don't understand why this guy is the last boss. You know, magic and his spell would have made more sense, actually. What you want to do here is wait for him to spawn, and then you use your pogo stick to jump on the bat and then jump on top of him. I don't think he takes any more hits than the regular bosses do. 5 hits should be what it is to beat the game. That's the second one, I believe. This is pretty much all you're doing for this boss. You know, the HD remaster, I believe, added a lot more variety to the bosses, you know, which I'm really glad for, you know. The game is good, don't get me wrong, this game is good, but it's definitely showing its age with certain things like the boss attacks. And we get another DuckTales character here, Glongold. That's how I remember his name, something like that. Just get to the top of the level before he does. As long as you keep holding up, you'll be fine. There's the end of the level right there. Just touch the box and game beaten. Alright, guys. We got a final cutscene here and then the credits. So I'm gonna talk my final thoughts and all that. I like this game. I can see why people like it. It's definitely a good NES platformer, and it makes you, you know, dream about the days where Capcom released really good games. Why can't they be like that anymore? Fuck Capcom. Actually, no, what? Fuck Konami and screw Capcom. They won't release anything good. At least they're still releasing games unlike Konami. But yeah, this game, I definitely enjoy it. I'm surprised I never bothered playing this before. As I said, it took me a bit of time getting used to the pogo attack, but it happens. I couldn't really... You know, it just was something I had to get used to and enjoy the game. By the way, I didn't realize the DuckTales theme was playing here, so you don't get to hear all of it, I'm afraid. But, enjoyable game. Moon Level's got some of the best music I've ever heard. That's all I really have to say. I've been CaptainTurbo. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. Until then, sayonara.